Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm showing you a blue and glittery acrylic design. Absolutely loved doing this set. So I've done all my natural nail prep work, applied my CJP crystal tips, applied my acid primer, and now I'm coming in with crystal glass, just applying a thin clear base to all the nails, and I'm using my Glitter Planet Glitter Me brush. You can get 10% off their products using my discount code Pilgrim10. Excuse the state of my nails, they are in dire need of some attention. So on this nail I'm coming in with CJP Perfect Peach, applying a bead in the reverse method and just pulling the edge of that bead down to the bottom of the nail. And I'm then coming in with my brush just to neaten up that wall. So you really want to make sure you've got a crisp wall all the way around that smile line. And I wanted it quite deep as well. And I then apply my cuticle bead. So tilt the client's finger down, push out to one side and blend up, push out to the other side and blend up. I don't often use Perfect Peach, so it doesn't go with every skin tone, but this client had an amazing tan, so I thought it'd really go nice with her skin. Now there's little bits of glitter that get everywhere. So then apply a little bit more just to thicken and build my apex, because I'll only be capping the tip area. I then come in with another bead just to build up that wall a little bit more, because when I looked down the nail I felt like it wasn't quite thick enough. So at the cuticle area on this nail, I'm applying CJP Sapphire. All these blues are my absolute favourite. Blue is my favourite colour, so I love this set so much. So I apply that at the cuticle, get it nice and flush and just blend that up towards the tip. And then apply electric blue in the middle and blend it towards the cuticle and then up towards the tip. Oh, I can't explain how much I love this colour. It's honestly my favourite. If you haven't got it, you need it. And at the tip, I'm applying Mermaid. And then fade that back. And once I'm happy with that, I'll cap in crystal glass using a one bead method. So when I'm doing the one bead, I fully submerge my brush into the monomer and hold in my powder for 3 seconds. And I find this does get a bead big enough to do one bead. So I get it nice and flush in the cuticle area, just by tapping it into that cuticle area and then walking it down the nail using the belly of my brush. And you can cut off any excess at the end. This also ensures that you've got a decent thickness at the free edge. You're not just stroking the product off the end of the nail. And then just make sure all your product is nice and smooth. So on this middle finger, I'm doing the same as I just did on the little finger, but working a little bit thinner because I'm going to be putting some glitter over the top. So then dip into crystal glass and into a blue glitter. And this is one that I've had for absolutely years. I must have had it for about 5 years. I think it's from Glitter Heaven, Australia. So I applied that over the Sapphire. And then come in with the glitter that is called, it's either Mike or Steve. I'll leave the link in the description box. And this glitter is from the Glitter Planet. Again, don't forget to use my discount code Pilgrim10. And then at the tip, I just use CJP Wonderland, which is a pre-mixed glitter acrylic. Absolutely loving this glitter at the moment. And then once I'm happy with that glitter placement, I'll again cap in crystal glass. So this nail is a bit of a marble nail, but not my usual marble design. So I'm applying Sapphire down one side, sort of thicker at the tip. And then I apply Mermaid up to that, just overlapping those lines. And making sure there's sort of different thicknesses, not being too neat with it, because I don't want it to look stripy. And just blending the edges of those beads in with a natural nail. Then just a thin bit of electric blue up to that mermaid. And again, just come in, blending it over that line. So they all fade and blend nicely together. It doesn't look like just a harsh line. Again, working thin in small beads because you will be capping. And then Sapphire in that cuticle area. Just using the very tip of your brush to get that nice and neat in your cuticle area. And I promise I will do a pick-up video at some point. I just haven't had time. And then I'm just applying the blue and the turquoise glitter just along some of those lines. And then capping clear again. I then come in with my TMBL 100 grit file just to refine that smile line, just to make sure that wall is nice and sharp and it goes all the way around that bead. Then remove all the dust, and then at the edges, in the corners, I'm applying Sapphire. And just make sure you neaten up the smile line because I am capping this. So we'll just apply the sapphire in those corners, right up to those very edges. Get that nice deep smile line. Make sure they match on both sides. Make sure you're not leaving any little gaps. And then apply electric blue, just blending it down into sapphire and bringing it round the top of that smile line. And this design is inspired by my amazing friend Kerry Anderson. I'll leave her Instagram link below as well. Her work is absolutely out of this world. And then I apply Mermaid at the tip and just blending it down those edges slightly. And then cap just that tip area. And this thumb is exactly the same as the little finger. I'm just doing it the opposite way around. So with a darker sapphire at the top, going to electric blue and then Mermaid at the bottom. Onto my filing technique, so I'm using my NSI 150 grit file, refining those side walls and my free edge, making sure they're nice and crisp, coming round and contouring the side wall, round my cuticle area and up the other side wall, and then down the barrel of the nail, looking down, and you can see I'm tilting the finger up, so I'm looking down the barrel of the nail at all times, to make sure all my products are nice and even, there's no lumps and bumps, and everything's nice and flush and neat. And then just run over with my white block buffer to remove any scratches. So then remove all the dust, wipe over with acetone, and then I'm applying my CJP Tack Free top coat. Cure in my LED lamp for 60 seconds. And then just let it cool for a minute or so when you bring it out of the lamp before you apply your cuticle oil. If you don't, if you apply it straight away, it can dull that shine a little bit, so you just need to make sure you let it cool down. And here's your finished look. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I loved creating this design.